Hey, can we talk for a minute?
What's up, Mary?
You know how my wedding is next month?
Oh, yes. I'm so excited to see you in your wedding dress. You're going to look absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, whatever. That's not what I want to talk about.
I've been helping with all the arrangements. Did something come up with the venue, or did you want to take a look at the flower arrangements again?
No, nothing like that. I've already committed to the decisions I made during the planning sessions.
I'm sorry, you're right. You're the bride after all. I got carried away with my excitement. But I really am looking forward to it.
About that.
Yes?
I don't want you to come to the wedding.
What? What do you mean, don't come?
What's there to explain? It means exactly what I said.
So, you're saying I'm not invited to the wedding?
Yes, that's right. What else could it mean?
This isn't some kind of joke, is it?
God, you're annoying. It's obviously not. In the first place, why would you even think you'd be invited?
Why? Because I'm your mother.
Mother? I've never thought of you as my mother.
But I've been in your life since you were 12.
That doesn't mean anything.
What?
I mean, come on. We're not blood related. No matter how much you pretend to be my mother, if we're not blood related, we're not family. You're just a fake mother. Why would I invite a fake mother to my wedding?
All these years, I thought we were building something.
Building what? A fake relationship? Me? With someone as pathetic as you?
That's cruel.
What's cruel about it? You've always been such an eyesore, getting all cocky just because you're dad's second wife, being all friendly and clingy. It's so annoying. I wish I could just erase you from my memory.
Is this because of all the wedding planning? Have I been too involved?
This has nothing to do with the wedding planning.
I see. I knew you didn't like me, but I didn't realize you hated me this much.
I was only tolerating you for Dad's sake. Anyway, my mom contacted me and said she'll be coming to the wedding. Oh, and when I say mom, I mean my real mother, not you. So I don't need a fake mother anymore. Don't you dare show up.
Your birth mother? After all these years? Are you sure I can't come? After everything we've been through.
We haven't been through anything. You just forced yourself into my life.
What about all the school events, the shopping trips? I thought you had warmed up to me, especially since we did a lot of the wedding planning together.
Those were all just acts. I was pretending, okay? To keep Dad happy.
Oh, it was just an act? If that's the case, then all right. I won't come. I won't disturb you on your big day.
Finally, you get it.
If that's really how you feel.
Great! And don't ever contact me again.
I understand now.
Good. Delete my number while you're at it. I don't want to hear anything from you ever again.
David, what should I do?
What's wrong, Sarah? Something bothering you?
It's about Mary.
What about Mary?
She told me that I'm not welcome at her wedding, that I'm just a fake mother.
What? Why?
We just had the most intense conversation. I'm still dazed by all the things she said to me.
What did she say exactly?
She said she's never thought of me as her mother, that it was all just an act to keep you happy, and that her real mother is coming to the wedding.
Mary, how could she say that? Wait, her real mother? You don't tell me.
Yeah, your ex-wife, without a doubt.
I can't believe she'd have the nerve to show up now.
After 15 years of complete silence.
But she never...
She was a terrible mother, right? No, not just a mother. She was a terrible person altogether. She never worked, never did any housework, dumped all the childcare on you, and then just up and left, demanding a divorce because she was bored with married life.
She didn't even say goodbye to Mary.
And now she wants to play mother of the bride?
Yeah, and there was even more to it. It was worse than that.
The gambling debts?
Those two, I paid them all off after she left.
I really tried my best, you know. I knew she didn't like me. I could tell from all the nasty comments and the way she'd tried to make my life difficult. But I kept thinking, I'm her mother now. Surely she'll understand one day.
You were there for every important moment.
Her graduations, her first breakup, her first job.
You did more for her than her birth mother ever did.
I never expected her to flat out tell me she doesn't need a fake mother anymore.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because if I had done more to help you two get along...
What more could you have done?
Maybe if I'd been stricter with her behavior...
I know how hard you tried. You did everything you could. Besides, she wasn't just awful to me. She treated you badly too.
That's nothing compared to how she treated you.
Remember when she ruined my birthday dinner?
And the Christmas she threw away your gift?
The problem is her personality, really. Maybe she takes after her mother too much.
Yeah, those two are very similar.
She should have inherited some of your traits too, shouldn't she? You're kind, honest, and hardworking. Sometimes I wonder if she's really your child at all.
What do you mean?
Haven't you ever noticed? She doesn't look like you at all.
She takes after her mother's side.
Does she? I've seen photos of your ex-wife's family.
Sarah.
I'm just thinking out loud.
Let's not go there right now.
You're right, I'm sorry. I'm just upset about the wedding.
Hey, what the hell is going on?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, me? I went to the wedding venue and they told me everything was canceled. How did this happen?
Oh, that.
You know something about this, don't you? What do you mean, oh, that?
Well, of course it's canceled. I canceled it.
What? What are you talking about?
Exactly what I said. I contacted the venue and canceled the wedding. Is there a problem?
Is there a problem? How could you even cancel it? You don't have the authority to do that.
Actually, I do.
What? How?
Because I'm the one who paid for the wedding.
You're lying.
Why would I lie about this?
What? That's impossible. Kevin was supposed to pay for it.
Yes, Kevin was supposed to pay for it, but then you kept adding all these expensive options to show off to your guests, and before anyone knew it, the wedding costs had gone over $50,000.
That's a normal amount for a wedding.
Is it? For someone who isn't contributing anything? Poor Kevin. When he said that was too expensive, you really tore into him, didn't you? Called him pathetic, saying what kind of a man can't even pay for a wedding. Pretty rich coming from someone who wasn't contributing a penny themselves.
You were spying on us?
The venue staff told me everything.
But, well, a man should be able to pay for the wedding. I didn't do anything wrong.
I wonder where you got those values from.
What do you mean by that?
Your birth mother had the same attitude, didn't she?
What's that supposed to mean? I chose Kevin as my husband because he has a good job. If he can't even pay for the wedding, what's the point of marrying him? He's supposed to pay for everything and make me happy.
Chose him as your husband?
Yes, I chose him. What's wrong with that?
Nothing, except...
What now?
Just thinking how strange that sounds. Wasn't this a shotgun wedding because you got pregnant? It's weird to say you chose him.
That's not... Oh, well, that's just a figure of speech.
Is it? Or is there something else you're not telling Kevin that you haven't told us?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, I know better than anyone how nasty you can be. I was thankful for him agreeing to marry a girl with a personality like yours, so I decided to pay for it myself. I told him he doesn't need to tell anyone I paid. He could say he paid for it himself.
You?
Yes?
How dare you interfere?
Of course, I didn't do it just out of sympathy for Kevin. Part of me genuinely wanted to celebrate your happiness. No matter how much you hated me, I still thought of you as my real daughter.
Then why would you do something like this?
You weren't listening to what I said. I said I thought of you as my daughter. Past tense. I don't think of you as my daughter anymore.
Why?
Why are you acting surprised? You're the one who said it first. I've never thought of you as my mother, remember?
But that was...
That was what? Different? How?
This is horrible! Why would you do this to me?
What do you mean, why? It's obvious, isn't it? Why should I pay for a wedding I'm not even allowed to attend?
You could have at least warned me.
Could I? How?
Even if that's true, you should have at least told me you canceled it. Do you have any idea how embarrassing this was? Everyone came. My friends, family, everyone. And then to be told it was canceled? Do you know how humiliating that was?
Actually, I did think I should let you know. I felt bad about it.
Exactly. So you should have...
But then I remembered you told me to never contact you again, so I had no way to tell you. You even told me to delete your number, remember?
You could have figured something out. You could have told Dad or Kevin.
Oh, that would have been okay? You said I was an eyesore and you wanted to erase me from your memory, so I thought that kind of thing wouldn't be allowed either. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable by trying to contact you through them.
You did this on purpose, didn't you? How can you be so awful?
That's rich coming from you.
Huh, whatever. I can just have another wedding later. Actually, this is better. If you had paid for it, my precious wedding would have been tainted. I'm glad. At least my wedding won't be ruined by your money.
My, it's ridiculous how you're trying so hard to act tough.
Shut up! I'm telling Dad about this. You might have tried to get revenge by sabotaging my wedding, but too bad for you. You'll be the one getting yelled at by Dad. You might even get divorced. After all, you did this horrible thing to his beloved daughter. He won't want a wife like you anymore.
Divorced? Who? From whom?
Stop playing dumb.
No, really, I want to know.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you going senile already? Well, I guess that's expected from an old lady like you. I'm saying that you and Dad are going to get divorced because you did something like this.
Wait, who exactly is your dad?
Are you serious right now? What? Have you forgotten your own husband now? You really are losing it.
No, I just mean that man, my husband, isn't your real father.
What? What do you mean?
You seem confused.
Of course I'm confused. What are you saying?
Exactly what I said. I've always wondered about it, you know. How could such a kind and honest man have such a nasty, dishonest child? I used to think you just took after your mother. You two are so alike, after all.
Stop talking nonsense.
But after all this, I really started thinking about it. I wondered if you really were his child, and I couldn't help but get a paternity test done secretly to find out the truth.
You're bluffing.
Am I?
What? You can't be serious.
Don't you remember when I gave you that test kit saying it was for a medical checkup? That was actually a DNA test kit.
That medical checkup last month?
Yes, that one.
No way! You lied to me!
Yes, Wei. The test results showed no blood relation. In other words, you and David are complete strangers. He's not your father.
You're lying!
I have the results right here. I'll show them to you if you don't mind seeing my face.
Then who's my real father?
Why don't you ask your real mother about that? I wouldn't know, since I'm just a fake.
She won't tell me anything.
I wonder why that might be.
But even if we're not blood related, we're still parent and child, right? I mean, we've lived together all this time.
Interesting how your view on blood relations suddenly changed.
Wait, this is different.
Yes, that's what David said too. He was shocked, but said it doesn't change the fact that you're his daughter. He's such a kind person.
Exactly, So
I slapped him as hard as I could, and I told him to wake up.
What? Why?
What do you mean, why? Didn't you say it yourself? If there's no blood relation, then we're not family. I'm just a fake mother, aren't I? Even after living with you and David for years.
That was just about you.
Oh, so blood relations only matter when it's convenient for you?
You can't compare the two situations. My dad is my dad. He's been my dad my entire life.
Well, if you were a good kid, I might understand that. But you were awful to your father, too. It just wasn't as noticeable because you were so much worse towards me. Is there any reason he should have to love someone like that? Someone who mistreated him for so long?
You have no right.
Oh, and one more thing.
What now? There's more?
You said earlier that you could just have another wedding later, right? But I wonder if that's really possible.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, I've always found it really strange. You've always had a thing for, how should I put this? Guys who aren't exactly the brightest bulbs in the box.
Leave my dating history out of this.
But it's relevant.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry, I couldn't think of a better way to say it, but every guy you dated, they were all these flashy player types. But Kevin, he's the complete opposite, isn't he? Honest, quiet type. When you introduced him as your fiancé, I was really surprised.
People's tastes can change.
He was so different from your usual type. I thought maybe love and marriage are different things, or maybe your tastes had changed with age. But then...
What?
This whole situation made me think. You said earlier that you chose Kevin, remember? Even though this is a shotgun wedding, you said you chose him as your marriage partner.
So what?
Why are you getting so nervous? You're acting like you have something to hide.
No, I don't even understand what you're talking about.
No? Well, let me be clear then. Is the baby you're carrying really your fiancé's child?
How dare you suggest something like that?
I notice you're not denying it.
Look what you've done, you idiot!
What's with the sudden outburst?
You know exactly what you did.
You'll have to be more specific.
Don't act innocent. Because of you, Kevin broke off the engagement. What am I supposed to do now? The baby's already so big. My due date's just around the corner.
Well, of course he broke off the engagement after finding out the baby isn't his.
You told him.
I didn't have to. He figured it out himself.
You put the idea in his head.
He's smarter than you gave him credit for.
Stop it. If you hadn't said all those unnecessary things to Kevin, I could have got him married without him finding out. I finally found the perfect guy to marry and got this close. You ruined everything.
The perfect guy to trap, you mean?
He would have been a great father.
To someone else's child? Well, that's good news. At least one man was saved.
Saved? He was lucky to have me.
Lucky?
Yeah, he'll never get the chance to marry someone like me ever again. So why do I have to be the one to suffer?
Actions have consequences.
None of this would have happened if you'd stayed out of it.
I can't believe you're trying to play the victim here.
I am the victim. You're just jealous.
Jealous of what exactly?
Everything would have worked out perfectly if you hadn't interfered. This is the worst. Having a fake mother like you, my life is completely ruined.
No, you've got it all wrong.
What?
It's not the worst at all.
How can it not be the worst?
Because there's more coming.
What are you talking about? What's coming? Having someone like you as a fake mother is the worst situation anyone could ever encounter. I can't believe I had to live with someone like you for so long.
No, what I mean is, the worst is yet to come.
What?
You think that your life's getting ruined? This is just the beginning.
Stop being cryptic.
I'm being very clear.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm going to sue you.
What?
You heard me.
Sue me? For what? You can't do that.
Yes, I can. I can sue you for all the verbal abuse and harassment over the years. I'm very organized, you see. I keep a daily diary. I have all our text message history, and David has agreed to testify on my behalf.
You can't be serious.
I've never been more serious.
Wait, what? Suing me? You're joking, right?
No, I'm dead serious.
Are you crazy? What kind of mother sues her own daughter? We're family.
Still trying to play that card?
What card?
Don't play the daughter card when it's convenient. I've told you several times, I don't consider you my daughter anymore.
You can't just stop being my mother.
Funny, since you told me that I was never a mother to you and that I was just an annoying fake, that you wish you never knew me, and that you wish you could have erased my existence from your memory.
Why are you being so cruel?
What do you mean, why? You said it first, remember? I've never thought of you as my mother.
That was different.
How was it different?
Even so, a mother should love her daughter no matter what. That's what mothers do.
How convenient. I've always hated that about you.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It doesn't matter, does it? You have your real mother anyway.
No, but my mom...
What?
She only contacted me because she heard my fiancé worked for a big company. When she found out the marriage was off, she cursed at me and stopped responding to my messages.
Huh, so she was just planning to leech off your fiancé from the start.
Yes, exactly. Don't you feel sorry for me? So...
No, not at all.
Why not?
Because like mother, like daughter, you don't deserve any sympathy. You both deserve what's coming to you. As I said I would, I sued my stepdaughter for emotional damages. With all the evidence of her abuse and harassment, plus David's testimony, the court ruled in my favor. The judge was particularly moved by the 15 years of documented incidents, including the wedding venue scandal. The total compensation awarded was significant, covering both monetary and emotional damages. But even then, to be honest, considering all the pain she caused me over the years, the compensation wasn't nearly enough. The constant belittling, the snide remarks at family gatherings, the deliberate attempts to drive a wedge between David and me. 15 years of calculated cruelty. But while that amount might seem small to someone like me with a good career, it was devastating for someone like her who's barely worked a day in her life. She'd always relied on others to support her lifestyle, just like her mother before her. The lawsuit became quite the scandal in our social circle. Between the broken engagement and this scandal, her friends started distancing themselves from her too. The truth about the baby's paternity came out during the proceedings. She couldn't keep that secret anymore. She lost everything. Her family, her fiancé, her friends. And now she's in debt. She hit rock bottom pretty quickly. Some people said I was being too harsh, that family should forgive family. But as Mary herself said, we were never really family. She made that perfectly clear at every opportunity. I was just following through on her own logic to its natural conclusion. David and I also sued his ex-wife for damages. Not only did she cheat on him, but she made us raise a child that wasn't even his. Of course, I couldn't forgive that. The case is still ongoing, but my lawyer says we're likely to win. The DNA evidence is irrefutable, and her sudden reappearance for the wedding only strengthened our case. The investigation revealed she'd been living quite comfortably off various men over the years, but knowing the type of woman who would try to leech off her daughter's fiancé, she probably doesn't have much money saved. This lawsuit will probably send her to rock bottom too, just like her daughter. David was devastated by everything at first, but he's slowly healing. We're focusing on our life together now, free from the burden of toxic relationships. Sometimes the kindest people need to learn the hardest lessons about protecting themselves from those who would take advantage of their kindness. In the end, Mary got exactly what she wanted, a life without her fake mother. I just made sure she understood exactly what that meant.